And as always, we're going to be looking for accurate context, good risk management, and always exercising good patience.
Everybody who's traded has gone through periods of time where their strategy hasn't worked.
Where if not a hard stop, you should reevaluate the trades you're in based on time.
That's what we're here for, is to put ourselves in the best success. A trading routine does that, builds that habit, lets you know what to work on, what to reflect on, and what to improve on the next day.
All right, traders, welcome to Make HOAG Money. Last day in May. June tomorrow, last day of the month. Let's see if we can find some trades. This is me, Senior Performance Coach here at Top Step. If you've done it in futures, I've probably done it too. Some good, some bad, some great, some ugly. After 40 years in the futures industry, we started with Top Step in 2011, and it's been a pleasure spending time with traders from all over the world. This is the CFTC disclaimer. Futures does have substantial risk. These are leveraged products. You could potentially lose all or more than any initial investment that you put in. Risk capital is money that you can afford to lose, if you ask me. You don't have to do that with Top Step. We're going to put the risk capital up for you once you're successful in the trading combine. We are not suggesting the purchase or sale of anything here. This is for educational purposes only. Past performance is never indicative of future results. And let's get into the rules. Rules for Make HOAG Money are kindness and respect are expected above everything. We're going to have a couple of people enabled to talk today if they want to. We're all going to be involved in the decision making. And of course, you come up with a trade idea. The context of that trade idea is going to be helpful. If you are enabled to speak, you will have the opportunity to share your charts if you choose to. We're going to use the chat rooms in Zoom and YouTube to discuss these trades. I'll poll everybody to vote for trades if we have time. We're going to focus on the MES for opportunities. We're not going to trade just to trade. Not taking losing trades today, which is, of course, meant to be a joke. We know that there are going to be losses in trading. We just got to keep them small and move along. Feedback from Make HOAG Money is always appreciated. On a personal note, it's John Bonham's birthday today. Happy birthday, John Bonham. Hard to believe he was only 32 years old when he died. Best drummer in rock and roll. Happy birthday, John Bonham. All right, enough of that. Let's get into the platform. Ooh, oh man, we just had a pretty nice opportunity up near volume value high to look for a short. We missed that. Now we're kind of centrally located inside the range. Not really sure what we're going to do here. But again, if anybody wants to speak on the Zoom side, we can get you in. We can talk. We can commiserate. Looking forward to seeing what we've got for today. Man, oh man, I was afraid we were going to miss this opportunity. I wanted to look for a short up there somewhere, but apparently we've missed that. So, well, we'll see what we come up with next, huh? Good afternoon, Naztic, Timothy, Rooster, Julian, Sean, Brett. Good to see everyone. Ray, good to see you. Caesar, Bradley, Vince, Robert, good to see everyone. Will, sorry you had a rough day. I really didn't do much. Caught the part of the move down, and I have been busy ever since, so I haven't had much opportunity to kind of watch what was going on, but I was checking out this rally that we had going up to these highs, and I was kind of excited about maybe catching an opportunity up here near volume value high to look for a short, but apparently that may have gone by the wayside. And here we are going to just be patient, I think, and look for opportunities. Maybe I should put on some Led Zeppelin. I wish I could do that, but YouTube would probably get mad at me, and so would probably Jimmy Page. Zach got out of the short right before it started going. Well, I mean, don't know what your risk was on it, but if you don't hit the risk on it, it's still a valid trade. It's not really one of that a short up here that I would have time stopped out of. Yeah, Joe, it was a little choppy today. That first move to the downside, I thought was pretty pure. So the opening range is here. The market looked below, looked up, rejected yesterday's range, and it caught the short when it extended the range below the initial balance and below the opening range. And I was looking for really an opportunity to see price come down to this point of control down here. And it did stop short of that. I stayed in that short for quite a while, and it just wasn't going, so I covered it down here. And that's the last thing I did today. Who's HOAG? You didn't really? Here. This is me, Bobby. Senior performance coach here at Top Step Trader. 40 years of industry experience, 31 years as a trader, traded on the floor of the Mercantile Exchange for 20 years. Migrated to screen trading in 2009 and have been part of Top Step since 2011. It's been my pleasure to have the opportunity to talk to traders from all over the world, really. Had a lot of good conversations. Glad that you're here. Make HOAG Money, in case you didn't know, Bobby, is your opportunity to come up with trade ideas for me to take in a live account. Ray stopped out of my third short of the day right when price broke higher around 11 a.m. Been thinking about taking another one around 41.93.75 to 41.87 quarter with 10 ticks of risk. Nice, Bobby. You're on Top Step. Step 2, next step, you're getting funded. Let us know. Let us know when you get funded. Will, the murder bots. Having a joyous day, huh? Well, we don't like that. We don't like that. Bobby, if you're interested, I do a market prep every day at 7:45 Central on YouTube. Might give you some good context, at least, to look for opportunities during the day. Would love to see you there and love for you to tell us when you get funded. Yeah, Bobby, you can find me, like I said, on the YouTube page every day, for the most part at 7:45 on the market prep. If you subscribe to the YouTube page that you're on now, you can hit the notification button and get notified when we do go live. So what do we do here, Bobby? Right now, I'm in wait and hold. Let's see here. Volume today has been pretty low, hasn't it? 4% less than yesterday. Let's see here. On the Zoom side, a little thin today. Anybody want to chat? Let me know. Of course, that can only be on the Zoom site only for now. We are working on expanding all of that. Good afternoon, Sean. You're seeing a descending BW possible break to the upside. Will there be a late spike? Rue, I don't see that happening. Here's why. What do we have as far as Delta is concerned? Negative 4,700. Is that correct? Yes, it is. Negative 4,700 Delta. Could be. Broadening wedge. What time frame, Sean? Let's see here. I'd like to put that up there, Sean, if you want to put it on. 10-minute. Alrighty. Oops. So there's your 10-minute. DA says a short for 5 points. There's that 10-minute chart. Sitting right at VWAP. Well, VWAP is anchored at 5 p.m. last night. So just day session VWAP. We are volume profiles, yes. EMAs, these lines are standard deviations from VWAP. So this gold line here is VWAP. I think there's a 20 session exponential moving average, and there's a couple of hulls on here that aren't really in play here. Well, maybe a little bit. Joe, big positive delta traded 92. We do have negative delta. We've just taken about 2,000 off. Sean, that's just what the platform does. I'm not really a VWAP guy. I know that you can anchor it, for a week or 2 weeks or a month. It's on here for my brother who joins us sometimes on the early session of Make HOAG Money. Avery, like I said, I don't really use it that much. I'm more of a market profile. My brother uses it, and again, he joins us sometimes in the early sessions of Make HOAG Money, like tomorrow morning. 8:20, we'll be doing Make HOAG Money again to catch the opening of the S&Ps. And sometimes he comes and likes to chat and talk about, things he's doing, so... Positive delta traded 92. Was there a lot of liquidity there, Joe? I would have to say yes, because we're starting to weasel away some of this negative delta. And Rue was asking if I thought maybe there would be a late spike later on, and if there is, it would be trapped shorts. Yes, there was. I guess it was kind of a dumb question. If a lot of Delta traded there was probably some liquidity. So I'm wondering where the time frame, Sean, of your broadening wedge is. Are you going from here and like here? Let's take this profile back a little bit. I'm trying to figure out where you're coming from. Let me know if this is about right. On what you're looking at here, Sean. Oops, like that. Is that close? Calling Sean King. I know there's a delay. Sorry about that. We're working on that too. No. Rats. All right, I'll take it off then. See, I wish you could talk. Right? It's one of the things that makes this difficult. We were doing it, we started doing it only in Zoom meetings. Then we started putting the Zoom meeting on YouTube with the delay and everything, and it's hard to communicate on YouTube. My number one rule in trading is think about your stop first. Where does price have to go to prove a trade wrong? Then focus on entry. If it's too far from where my risk is, then I don't take the trade. So risk first, entry second. Only take opportunities that I believe are better than 2-to-1 reward over risk. Maybe that's 3 rules, but they're all kind of intertwined, right, Bobby? Rising trend line on the 1 minute. You guys have me looking at 1 minute charts. Remember, that gives me heart palpitations. Am I going from here, Ray? You got some points of contact here. You got these, which just kind of started. Oh, that's all right, Raymond. I'm glad you're here. It's just hard to kind of, no, not that low, the other low. Oh boy, first vote in 10 minutes on the debt deal. This could be fun. Sean is another Bookmap guy. I got another Bookmap guy on YouTube, Joe. Joe was saying, 93.75 for liquidity, 41.98 and 4,200. $93.50 shows up. This is incorrect. Oh, this is the 1 hour. I'm sorry. Geez. There's the 1 minute. What do I have here? I got some sort of fibs on there? No. That was a 1 hour chart. I'm sorry. Here's the 1 minute. Yeah, we get some points of contact there. You have the financial juice live, huh? I was thinking about trying that. Do you like that? That financial juice, the subscription, so you can get the news faster? I bet you do. Is Bookmap good? It's as good as you are. Joe is saying, Joe's our resident Bookmap guy. He's saying, Sean, welcome. Maybe you could show him how to use it. Yeah, from what I understand from Joe, you can get a Thinkorswim sim, and you can get Bookmap on it. So it's not bad. Journal news every day. News day today. So there's the trend line on the 1 minute we were looking at. Right back to the opening range. No. That's not right. What are we doing here? Do all the clowns vote at one time? I think individually. I don't know. Raymond is asking if anybody on Top Step uses Footprint to trade that he could learn from. I'm not really a Footprint kind of guy. Although I'm, very interested in Delta, very interested in what the longer time frame traders are doing, and Footprint is a way to kind of fish out longer time frame executions in certain ways. Nothing's perfect in futures trading, right? Jason, 14 period cumulative delta is his personal secret sauce. Joe, yeah. I mean, I don't have Bookmap. I've looked at it. I like it. It's not something I use, but we do have participants here that use Bookmap, and if we ask nicely, maybe one of these days on Make HOAG Money, we can have one of them present and talk about Bookmap. I know we've had somebody do that before. So we'll fish around, see if anybody'd be willing to do that. Yeah, Sean is saying the key to Bookmap is to pay attention to the icebergs, locations, where the liquidity is. Liquidity is like a magnet. The market always goes to the point of greatest aggravation. At this point, what is our bias, Joe Jacob? Long or short? I don't have one. Ground Zero uses Bookmap every day. One of these days, come and join the Zoom meeting and you'll be able to share your charts and talk about how you use Bookmap. Maybe we can make a little money on it. Yeah, Joe Jacob, I'm not sure that I have any feel for this market at this time. Real Deal uses the Jigsaw version, which is Vista, also a very good tool. How many entry points do I need to take a trade? Well, personally, I mean, I'll take a trade just because it's cheap. I'm not sure what you mean by entry points, like on a trend line. I will usually look at a trend line if there are three points of contact, 3 touch points. Cool. So Ground Zero is saying that pre-market and liquidity display on Bookmap has helped him develop the opening range trade bias. Always looking to go to the point of greatest aggravation, right? Joe is volunteering Sean for the Bookmap demonstration. So maybe one day next week, Sean, you can, maybe next Monday, if you want to join the Zoom meeting, I'll send the link. And this is for anybody, of course. Next Monday, the 2 o'clock version, like now, we can maybe get Sean to go over his Bookmap strategy. Matthew, the link that I just put in there is for both afternoon sessions on Monday and Wednesday. And then this second link that I'm going to put in is for the early sessions on Tuesday and Thursday. So tomorrow we'll be doing Make HOAG Money. And I think, well, there's going to be some changes coming to it. I'm hoping we'll still be on Zoom tomorrow. So this second link in the YouTube side is for the morning session. That'll be tomorrow and Tuesday. So we just kind of go early session, late session, or late session, early session, late session, early session. Monday late, Tuesday early, Wednesday late, Thursday early. But when we change the prep and start doing Top Step TV, we're going to have, I think, live trading every morning. We're going to have Michael coming in and live trading. We're going to be doing Make HOAG Money at the same time. We're going to have other traders and educators coming in and, showing, just talking about trades, talking about the trades they're taking. And hopefully it's going to be fun. I'm not really looking at going from short to long until we break out the high. And then I don't see why. So, if I'm going to be doing anything, I'm going to be possibly expecting the high of the day to remain the high of the day. I'm not looking for any breakouts to the upside, although we do have some negative delta still. That could be a caveat to that. But if I'm doing anything, I don't want to do anything inside of value today, right now at this point. JT, good to see you. I really don't want to do anything inside of value. So if I do anything, it's going to be up here or down here. Yeah, Kevin Kiernan is saying he would only be long the ES and the YM right now. Nice job, JT. Good job. Sure, Bluebell is a happy bird, as well as you. I'm not sure how to pronounce this, but Magere, to fix my over trading, I started scalping 1 point on the ES. Haven't got bit yet. But keeping the risk about 4 to 1, it's simple and less stressful and feels good and easy. Four to 1, reward over risk, I'm hoping. Risk over reward, you're going to have to be right a lot. 41.98 is his target long. So you would buy it above value up here. You'd be looking for a long up here, or is that a target for your long, Sean? Joe, we were just talking about that, and I don't think that we are. I think we're going to keep the reflection in one form or another. $98 liquidity target. You can see it here. And that's where Sean's target long is. Sean's bringing it to the liquidity. 4,600 contracts in the book. That's why I'm not doing anything inside of value. JT's waiting for 4170 level to buy. That may be tomorrow. Well, this is exciting. Really? Vlad. Vlad is saying Trade Navigator has been limping along on 10-minute delay for 8 straight days. How can one trade with this handicap? I don't think you can, Vlad, unless you're a swing trader that's looking for, opportunities that are week long or days long. I don't see how anybody can trade that way. That's unfortunate, Vlad. Landon. The yellow TPO is near the low. All that is time. This is the first hour, second hour, third hour, fourth hour, fifth hour, sixth hour, 6.5 hours. That's all it is. I color code them so I can tell just by looking at the profile where price was at specific times. I'm not sure if that's the actual question that you were asking, Landon. So, Anderson, you had a good day. You had a good day. Your first day as a funded trader. Glad to hear it. Okay, Landon, right. But you had a move higher than tested the low all in the same period. So we put in the high, we tested the low. Well, this is the first half hour, second half hour, correct. So is this an opportunity down here? Yes, it is, because it was proven too cheap before, right? But this might have been one that I would have passed on, because I'm going to unsplit. By the time we came down here, this was looking like a relatively weak low. There's only two TPOs. Market kept coming down here. I'm not sure I'm reading the question right. Sure, Brett. So let's go up here. This is the properties for the TPO. Letters, 1 tick TPOs, box size 1 tick. Remove the auto scaling. Then I'm going to change the letters, the number, the colors on the letters, right? So per letter, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, N, and it'll go past N. So I didn't do the rest of them. Session 8:30 Central Time is the regular trading hour start. 3 o'clock Central Time is the close, with a cash close, right? As far as the colors are concerned, and you can add another session. Like if I wanted to add the overnight, it would be 1700 to 8:30. Okay, 98. We got some liquidity at. I'm going to delete this second session. The initial balance, I don't change anything. I just leave it as is. TPO, you want the point of control. You want it extended. You want to make it as visible as possible. On this platform, it's very difficult to see the TPO point of control. Value area is 70%. That's the only thing I change here. Volume profile, yes. Enabled. Point of control, yes, and you want it extended. You want them both extended. And then value area is 70%. And that's really the only changes I've made. Nice job, Sean. Three-point profit. Nice job. So Kevin is saying we're probably going to run up to 42.21 before the close. It seems like 42.21. That's pretty aggressive. So it went up to 41.86, down to 41.77. Yeah, I see what you're saying. So we started. We weren't one time framing lower anymore. We actually sort of started one time framing higher. You could say that. You could say that. Yeah. Just play with it, Brett. And you can always come to group coaching, make HOAG money. Sometimes if I have time during the prep, I'll kind of go over stuff as well. Kevin says, go big or go home. We still seeing liquidity above, Sean? Joe? Anderson? Yeah, I'm kind of cautious about that week low too. Joe, I wasn't looking for a late spike. We're positive delta now, so any short time frame shorts are probably creating this move to the upside now. This is late in the day. This is nowhere that I would be choosing to trade. But it is cheap. Debt ceiling news at all? Good question. Good question. We got a couple of big MOCs, big sell side MOCs. Not seeing anything yet. Mm-hmm. Kevin's got nothing but buy signals. Well, we're about to take out the high here. No liquidity filling in up here. You talking a double distribution day, Chad? A distro. Okay, yeah. Does it tend to stay in the lower distribution on down days? Well, yeah, that would make sense, right? I mean, we've got a distribution that is left, price moves lower, and another distribution. If it doesn't, there's a change. If it doesn't, you don't want to be short. Because that distribution of, you got the upper distribution and the lower distribution, and you've got a single line of TPOs between them. That single line of TPOs above the lower distribution is excess. We take out that excess, something may have changed. Sorry we haven't taken a trade here yet today. We're still just looking for an opportunity, although we just kind of let a cheap trade go by here. And that delta is like 1,000. There's no delta. There's no short time frame position that I can see right here that says we should put in a late spike. Doesn't mean it can't happen. Matthew, nice job. Cheap trade. Cheap trade. Even if it's a loss, it's only a couple of points. Matthew just picked this high up here, so was rejected once, might be rejected again. Can't believe we didn't do anything today. I guess that's all right. Right? You don't even have to sweat the risk. Two points of risk, 4 points is 2-to-1 profit. Anything above that is gravy. $38 yes, $34 nay, with 6 minutes left. Here you go, Matt. Here you go. Dr. VJ out 97. I think somebody's watching it live, looks like. Yeah, Joe says this is MOC sell-off with little liquidity in the books. Well, we didn't do anything, but at least so far the market didn't make a liar out of me. We're not done yet. NASA's holding a public meeting on UFOs. Yeah, House is voting. Edward, yeah, you got to remember, it is the last day of the month. We're likely to see some shenanigans, as he put it. That is an industry term, by the way, Edward. Shenanigans. Liquidity filling in now. The latest time you can be in a position in Central Time is 3:09 and 59 seconds. You gotta be flat before 3:10. Irish traders. Shenanigans. $55 to 55 so far. Nice job, Sean. Nice job. Absolutely. Slow and steady wins the race. It is a marathon. It is not a sprint. Edward got auto closed the other day. Try and make sure you get out on your own. Matthew, you still in it? Small and steady also, right? Both of those work. All four of them. Nice. 10-point move, Matthew. Nice job. I don't know why I didn't take that trade. Well, I wasn't told to. You like that 88.75 Brody halfback? I know why I probably didn't take that trade. I'm tired. Yeah, Dr. VJ, if you're on the East Coast, Eastern Time, it's 4:09 and 59 seconds. Perfect short to VWAP. Nicely done. Past the house. Scott is saying, I think he's watching it, so. No. The other house of clowns. Boy, that was a good trade, Matt. So I think we got our answer. No late spikes. Nice job. Raymond got the trade too. 10 points. Yeah, they're I think it's yeah, I mean you're not gonna get clipped for it. Yeah, they'll go in. I think they start liquidating at about 308. Here's half back. Yeah. Remember we said I wasn't even thinking about doing anything until we were outside of value, and that's exactly the opportunity we had. Matthew took it. A couple other people took it. Why didn't I take it? Why don't you guys poke me in the head and say, hey, here's your shot. I'm not really blaming you, although this is Make HOAG Money. You guys are supposed to be telling me what to do. Well, there's always tomorrow. Always tomorrow. Well, yeah, you're right. I never did ask to vote. I was sleeping today, I think. 10 points on the mini. Nice job, Bobby. Where's the money? All right, we got tomorrow morning. We'll find something good tomorrow morning. I'm glad some of you guys caught that trade. That was a nice job. Let's call this a day. There you go. Thanks, everybody. Trade well tonight, tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow morning on the Market Prep, 7:45, followed by Make HOAG Money. And look forward to seeing you then. Thursday already tomorrow, 1st of June. How do we get here so quick? Time flies, right? Well, have a good one, everybody.